Well, hello and welcome to this week's issue of BRN United. And first of all, thank you for joining us week by week. And I appreciate the comments and the feedback that we're getting. But especially, I'm delighted today to welcome Dr. Pam Smith. Dr. Smith, the other Dr. Smith, is the director of our missional living team. And Pam, you've been a part of our staff about three years. And Pam has a background in being involved overseas, as well as working with as a church planting catalyst out in Montana, and also working with the National WMU. So welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Now, just in the last week or two, we had an exciting news article with the selection of a new executive director for our National WMU.
Yes.
Sandy Wisdom
Martin. Yes.
Now, you know Sandy. Sandy was actually a connection for us with the Illinois Partnership, and you know Sandy.
Years ago. Yes, Sandy's a great friend. We've known each other a long time. And as you mentioned, she was in Illinois as the state executive director for Illinois WMU there for several years. She's from Illinois originally, and I'm sure that's when you guys got connected in Pennsylvania with her. She's also served in Arkansas and currently serves as the executive director of Texas WMU. And so she has a variety of background and experience, but more than that, she's a woman of integrity. She's a woman of courage. She listens well. She knows the field. And we're just really excited that Sandy is the new executive director treasurer of National WMU.
Now, of course, Wanda Lee was a marvelous leader, but this really is a new day.
Yes.
Talk about how's it a new day?
Well, yes and no. It's not a new day. The no is that historically, WMU has been the keeper of the torch for God's mission among Southern Baptists. And she continues to be faithful to her purpose of challenging Christian believers to be radically involved in the mission of God. So it's always been about God's people being on God's mission, and it still is. But what's new is the day in which we're living. You know, the changes surrounding us, the challenges confronting us, and the calling of God to follow Him in new and creative ways. And Sandy gets that. She's the face of the new WMU leader who understands the 21st century context and is willing to go forward into it with courage and resolve. And so we're excited to be on her team.
Wow. You know, I'm a big fan of WMU from my days. Even as a teenager, the church that I was a part of, I was to teach the mission stuff, and so I had men and everyone, and I was going through the maps and all the stuff about the countries and how to pray for missionaries, and then serving overseas. I was the recipient of letters and cards from various WMU organizations. So I've been a real fan because WMU has been the champion for helping us think beyond ourselves for a long time.
Yes.
So that's great, but what does that mean for us here in Pennsylvania, South Jersey?
Well, it's not just a change in executive leadership at National WMU. We're having a change in executive leadership here in the BRN. And we as state WMU leaders understand that we need to adapt and we need to change to fit in our current environment and to position ourselves for being a contributing member of the disciple-making movement here in Pennsylvania, South Jersey. And so, in fact, we're meeting this weekend at Bongiorno Conference Center.
Okay.
I invited a group, kind of a cross-section of women, some with WMU background and others who do not have WMU background, to come together this weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, for a strategic redreaming. You know, what is God currently doing and how we fit. And so I would ask you, please pray for us.
Good.
Pray for us as we meet this weekend. There'll be 20 women. I have invited Dr. Valerie Carter, who's the executive director of Virginia WMU, to come up and facilitate the strategic planning because I want to be part of the discussion. I want to be part of the brainstorming and the dreaming. And so Kathy Sheldon and I will be there as the state WMU leaders. Valerie will lead the meeting, and we look forward to a great time together.
Wow. That's very exciting. So, Pam, can I get you to promise that on the other side of the retreat, we can talk again to kind of share some of the dreams for the future?
Oh, absolutely. You won't be able to hold me down.
Well, thank you for joining this week's BRN United, and we look forward to talking with you again next week.